Let's see. The program says
I would
I'm
like to
live.
get groundwork down today.
Yeah, that's the whole plan. We gotta update the groundwork. I'm gonna show everybody this bit that you did. You did the here plugin camp, right?
Yeah, I did the logging camp.
All right. Come
I'm
on,
not sure
YouTube,
if that's
say
going
I'm
to be done
live.
yet. I think I'm going to have a turnaround, at least from the Corwood side, where the what roundabout is.
All right.
Turntable.
It looks like we're live. So I'm just gonna go with it. Pharma worked on the logging camp some. It's probably mostly done and probably not going to be adjusted anymore. Maybe. We'll see. Find out kind of thing. Welcome people joining. Tristan, shut up. We are playing the map. This was discussed. We're doing it. So yeah, Pharma worked on this. The death pit has been filled in for now. And will probably eventually get unfilled. At some point, maybe. Pharma's down there at the
Why'd you
logging camp
unfill
for
that?
now. Because it's the death pit. I thought that's where we were throwing the useless locomotives.
We have a second death pit.
There's a second death pit?
Yeah, chuck up past where the lines end at the
Oh,
logging camp.
there's two death pits? I gotta go see this.
Yeah, there's two death pits and they're right next to the logging camp.
I gotta see this. Yeah, so for those of you watching, we are on the hardcore save. We're doing some maintenance of way things. This is fixing things so Heist doesn't have to deal with fixing them later in terms of creating content. But we want to try and document as much as we can on here. Oh my. There is a second death pit. There is another. Oh my goodness.
Welcome to the mountains. There's just death pits everywhere.
So I guess we'll have to pick one of those or both of those to throw stuff in. Because we can't have a death pit
Yeah.
without sacrifice, right?
Yeah, I paved over this one just because it's one you'll actually walk over if you're like taking the direct on foot path from the iron mine to the logging camp. We don't
Isn't the
need that
point to
side at
get
all, so you
stuck in
can.
them though?
I thought the point was to sacrifice the locomotives in them, not for them to actually be a nuisance to trying to play the game. There's a third death pit over here as well.
There's a third. Where are you at?
So if you see just past the turntable, it might be the same death pit you're looking at actually now.
That was the one I was looking at. Yeah, there's two death pits. The big one and the smaller one that you're right next to. I'm gonna start the. Gosh darn it, Pharma! You deleted my little bit of bridge I stuck in here.
I needed space for my leads.
No, the one by the switch out. I spent like a whole 10 minutes
What?
trying to get that one in because it's gotta lay level with the ties. That's too much. 5, 6.
Yeah, you know how you can very quickly get from level to ties? You just go underneath them and aim at the bottom of the tie.
That's a thing. I thought you couldn't place stuff against the bottom of track.
You can't for the deck trail, but you can for the normal track.
So if I just do this and take it down at 6%, and then create a way back up. Somebody is messaging me. Let's see. So where does the 6% start then if it's not right there? Who is messaging me and why?
The 6% starts as you lay the 6% down. That's what the bridge is for. You lay the bridge all the way down 6%, so you have your constant 6% down. This track here that we're standing on, its only purpose is to be linking points for
Yes, I
your
know.
6%.
I'm turning on streamer mode. Give me a second. Because somebody has decided to spam my DMs, and I'm not going to name names, but you know who it is.
Tristan.
No, it wasn't Tristan.
I don't know then.
Enable streamer mode. Alright, that should fix that issue. Oh, hey, look. Carl said we're live. Good. Good job, Carl. Okay.
Proud of you, Carl. You did it.
See, the issue is that I want it to come off of the groundwork. But the groundwork is already sunk, and the bridge is going to get relayed.
Yeah, like the bridge you're laying now isn't the end bridge. It's just the bridge you lay so that you have something to put track on. So it doesn't matter if it doesn't come flush to the groundwork. It needs to come flush to the track, so we don't have it.
Exactly, so I'm trying to get that first tie flush, is what I was getting at. Okay, that looks good enough. Close enough. So we're going to link. Does that give a leg? Okay, so not this one, but the next one. Perfect. So we're going to link here. Skip one. Alt lock off. Alt lock off. There we go. Skip one. Hit the next one, which should be right here. This one. Skip. Hit this one. Okay, that looks good. Chat has said stuff. Why not start from the spawn depot? Because we've already made part of this stuff and nothing. There is no depot at spawn. Death pits, crazy old men. Yes, no, it was not Heiss. Yeah, not Tristan either. Somebody else. Who might possibly be joining us later, and no, I will not tell you who it was. Even if they do join. Because I'm a nice guy. But yeah. We have allowed more people to possibly come in as guests if they so choose. We shall see if any of those people we have possibly invited will come check us out. They have been thoroughly intrigued by the fact that we are doing this. Realizing that I've lost the UI and now I can't tell precisely what my grade is, but that should be fine. There's just a couple problem spots that need some up and downage because we're gonna have to pull some shenanigans to get it to work. Skip and link, skip and link, skip and link, skip, link, skip, and link. So I am curious how many of those watching have actually seen my video from earlier, and I'm looking specifically for feedback on the music used, because it wasn't anything remotely similar to what is in the game soundtrack, or what's being added to the game soundtrack, so I'm curious if you guys liked it or not. It's some of my favorite tunes from a band called Wintergotten. Many of you might be familiar with them from the work that they did on the Marble Machine. You know, the fancy one that played music with marbles, and that was a whole thing. And I really like their music, and they allowed for a specific license to be used in order to use their music in streams and stuff. Might use it in the future. We'll find out eventually at some point. Yeah, it was a tad loud. I did not properly adjust audio levels to the extent that they should have been because I wanted it to upload, and I spent like, I don't know, 4 hours trying to cut that footage down. I cut out a whole section of me dealing with not having enough logs in the pond because I wanted the video to not be forever long. Skip and link, skip and link. In future, the whole video is probably going to be a tad louder, just so, like, I'd rather people have to turn down the volume than there not be enough volume. There is a duplicate section of rail in here. Interesting. You can see it right there. It's probably not the greatest to have that. Skip and link. So yeah, the Winter Garden people released a whole um, license to use their music and such. So I got that a while back, right when they first released it. Because I'm like, oh, I can use this for when I do YouTube stuff. And now 2 years later, or however long it's been, I'm doing YouTube stuff. Go figure. So, Pharma, you did some off-camera work. You want to talk about that at all?
Space! Need
What?
more.
Oh, yes. Pharma's suffering has been chaotic with not having enough space.
There's just no space to do anything.
So yeah, we're dealing with the classic railroad problem in that we don't have enough space to fit the things we want. Which is kind of part of the whole reason we're doing this map anyways. And we'll see on Minisburg how good I get this once we test the grade for variations and such. Oop. Somebody placed a spline.
Me.
We could get some music going. It's probably a good idea.
I was getting redoing this section specifically, so the segments were of a specific length, so that I can get deck trail down here. Because this is going to be a bridge.
The in-game music will kick on in a minute. Could play other music, but I think we'll stick with the in-game stuff for now. Don't want to have to deal too much with copyright stuff. This is going a lot lower than I thought it would.
Yeah, I mean, most of that is 6.5, not 6%.
The rail?
Yeah, the floating rail is mostly 6.5, not 6%.
Really? If I go all the way up to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, now it's just gotten messed up. Alright, we'll adjust it and guess. Because we want it to run roughly even with the rail without being in the mountain like that. So probably about there, which I think is 6.25. We'll find out. Just gonna drop it back down again. It would be nice if we could have some sort of way to display the grade without having to go to Minisburg. Yes, I agree with that 100%. see, link.
I think
and
I want this
link,
to come into here.
Link and link.
All right, spline going down.
Oh. See that? That's the maximum spline lengths. We're going to give it a couple shifts just to be nice. Leave it there. Big spline coming in, Pharma. You might get disconnected in just a second. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right. And there are ways to delete the track out from underneath if necessary. And it's going to drop save into slot 3.
Yes, it's called. There'll be another track going down on top of this, and then we delete the bridge.
The problem is deleting the track out from underneath because it's like in the middle. Let's try. Also, Kenosha started playing, so there's that too.
How can Kenosha stop playing? We're not even running any trains right now.
Well, it's the first song that came up, so. Let's see. So we have this one, link. Should be a link in here somewhere, which means that this link, I saw it back here. Come on, where'd you go? I'm just looking for the little link thing so I can, or actually I can link to the rails. I don't need this bridge. We'll start the bridge back here, hit up this link. So it's like 6.5.
It looks like we may not be being joined because Steam is doing a maintenance.
Or something. So link and skip and then link again. If I can find it. There we go. Skip and link. Skip and link. Skip and link. Actually, I'm going to test something real quick. Where's my spreadsheet at? Leave this on. So in terms of logs, they're empty. We want to take 3 up at a time with order. 6.36 are going to be our max grade.
It drove up the track that's there, so if you somehow lay track that's worse than that, I'm going to judge you.
So the porter took the 3 empties up it already. Okay.
Yeah, the porter takes it up, the porter 2 does not take it up.
Okay. Maybe I have the stuff for the porter 2 then. Curious. Let's see. Link, skip, link, skip, link, skip, link, skip, link. Oh, missed that one. Or no, I did not. I did. Where did it go? Okay, skip. Standing on it? There it is.
Yeah, I'm going to begin sinking ties.
On my line?
On the iron mine.
Okay. Chat, just let me know if you want the music to be louder. I can't really tell how loud it is on stream from my end. It's just volume. Probably gonna keep this bit of the line at 6 1/4, just to keep it out. Goodness, what happened there? Well, that didn't link, but it's fine. Close enough.
Oh man, Klein's gonna give you an earful for that statement later.
Well, the grade already got messed up from what we wanted it to be, so we're just gonna have to live with it. And somebody already messed up my control points by attempting to quote-unquote fix a bit that they deleted. I don't know who.
Fixed things they deleted.
There's a bit where there's like 4 control points when there should only be 1. So I don't know who did that.
I didn't touch any track that wasn't specifically, past the switches.
Yeah, I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying somebody.
I know.
So
I'm
you
just
said
iterating what
you
I
said
did.
some sort of Steam maintenance. Okay.
Oh boy, this is something.
What are you looking at?
The most bizarre track spline I've ever seen in my life.
Are you behind me, or where are you at?
I'm at the iron mine.
Well, I'm almost there. If you want to give me a second, I'll come look at it. For the stream people to go see what Pharma's trying to swear at. Swearing on a YouTube stream? What?
Yeah, it's an MOW discussion. Mickley, check this.
I'm not sure I want to leak MOW discussion.
I mean, you have 2 modes. Just put the picture up.
What? How did that happen?
I have no idea. The 2 segments have become 1.
Oh, that's Steam. What? I just wanted to make sure it would open up correctly. I gotta zoom out. Here we go, chat. Look at this thing. What on earth is that? No, skipping links does not make the grade sharper. It can make turns sharper, technically. The grade should be constant, but it's not because of the weird track laying mechanics. But like, what is this thing? It's just a block. There is a single tie. Cursed. And of course Pharma is the one who figured out how to place it. Or, well, I guess you didn't really figure out how to place it, you just
I didn't figure out anything. I was deleting groundwork, and then I just look at that. Like, it's definitely track I've placed, but I don't know how it happened.
Goodness. Jerry Does Things says, it's a feature. Goodness.
Anyway, I'm not going to fix that. I'm going to leave that there. You know what? It's the end of track device. It's a feature.
Okay. So I have the bridge in now. So we're gonna go ahead and delete all of the rail and some of the groundwork.
Hey, Mickley, do you want to look at that on your end and like see if it's just like a client-side thing?
Yeah, I'm coming over. We they say preserve it for posterity. Agreed. We got some pretty good viewership though. We got 17 people watching. Isn't the end of track device the pit of death? We could do that. What say ye, Pharma? End of track is just the pit of death?
I mean, it sounds prototypical. I know they had some tracks that just lead off the edge of cliffs, and the end of track device is fear of falling off the cliff.
So, Michigan Trucker, since we're hitting every other control point on the 9 ties, it doesn't, it's not going to change the grades or make anything sharper because that track is being deleted. So the whole point of laying the bridge is to get constant grade, and the whole point of the track is so you can snap to control points to get reasonable curves. So we're still going back and going to be laying all of that. Where is this cursed spline at? You're standing on it?
Oh yeah, it's just off this switch here.
Yeah, it's not showing up on my end. It all looks normal. Unfortunate.
I see it stole some guardrails for some reason.
I'll go look at the image again. Guardrails?
Hang on, I'll get another pic of like nice and close up.
Let's see. Sorry, chat, you're being ignored. I have Discord on my other screen now. What do you mean guardrails?
Like, they look like the guardrails from the
Oh,
switch that's in
I
front of them.
see it now. Okay. Yeah, that's wonky. Weird. I don't know. I have to agree with this other person. What is with the shed overlap? Does it work like this? Is there just
Yeah.
Is there just 2 sets of doors? Can I open this, please?
Yeah. You'll open the door and then you open the real door.
And this track works.
Yeah.
Are they perfectly parallel to each other?
Yeah.
What? So this is where we put the Kirch things in the doubly locked shed. Okay. Ignoring the
Well,
fact you can
4
just run
was
through
too
the
wide,
doors.
2 was too narrow, so I made a 3 wide.
I didn't even notice the shed overlap. It was that good. I didn't notice it till someone said it. I wasn't looking. Pharma, you're nuts.
What, you got a problem with my yard or something? Shit.
Your yard is whack. This bridge looks decent, though. Pretty good. Then the switch off to go down. Down the hill. Yeah. This spline will eventually get relayed as well, chat. We're gonna even out the grade and relay this particular bit here that I'm standing on, so that it connects up to the bridge bit. Just gonna take a little bit of stonework off this to start. Start roughly, or no, I gotta go delete all the track first. I knew that. I knew that. So with this iteration of bridge here, we're gonna relay track over it to get the correct grade of track, and then we delete the bridge and make a new bridge to the new track we lay. So this one's gonna have the 9 tie segments with the proper everything, etc. We're gonna fix out any wiggles like we saw just there in the next iteration of track, and then lay bridge deck over it. Yes, Pharma is an expert at breaking the game.
I feel everything you're deleting right now.
Haha, sucks to be Pharma. I think I just missed one. I did. With it halfway in the bridge, the hitboxes are weird. When the bridge gets deleted for the finish track, I'll go through and delete all of these bits of rail that are stuck. Like this one specifically that I can't delete.
Well, that's when you meant to do it.
Delete the guide track? No. You're supposed to delete the guide track before you place the finish track. Yeah, so Pharma did a test run with the logs down the line, and if you go back like 10 seconds in the stream, or like right now for me, with the stream delay, there's a little section of double track that just got deleted, and he derailed on that, where the tangent was still in there. Alright, I don't think I can delete any of this now. And now it's fully in the bridge. It's fine. Go delete up top what I can, and then come down with a new set of track. Then that track will get polished. Everything else will get deleted. And the new bridge will get snapped to it, and then we do the finish track. We're going full clown style here because we want this line to look nice. Besides, I gotta farm clout somehow, right? Good evening, Lieutenant Walk. As a side note, in case you guys are living under rocks and haven't noticed what's gone on today and or are watching in the future, Pharma and I got promoted in the Railroads of Line Discord to Moderator, which is a fun thing. Laughs maniacally. Pharma, you're supposed to laugh.
Ah!
It's such an awful, evil laugh, Pharma. Come on. You can do better than that.
Baton has called the block cursed.
Just waiting for 20 seconds to pop up, then my DMs are gonna spam with Peyton being like, "Ah, you said the thing!" Just gotta wait.
I mean, our names are red now. I'm even online for a change. I don't normally do that in Discord.
You just want to make sure everybody knows you have a red name now?
Yeah, it's like a humble brag.
Humble brag. Tristan backs away slowly. Oh no. There is no escape for you now, Tristan. You're stuck with us. Okay, we can start deleting this now. Can I get this one? Doesn't look like it. Oh well. I have a DM or a ping or something. Let's see. It was from Peyton, but it was from earlier, from something else. He was not talking about himself being mentioned. The name drop. Wow! Build track, build bridge, delete track, build track, delete bridge, and undeletable track, build bridge, and voila! Yep.
Okay, there are just not any linking points in this ultra long track. It seems two segments became one.
In the cursed bit?
In the block.
Is that what we're calling it now? The block. Okay, so Clown said as long as I keep the two rail things in the middle of the bridge, it should be fine. So So that's a 3-degree curve. Into a 7. Do a 13. And back out to, call it 9. I haven't done this before. I know the principle, but I haven't done it before. Do a 6. Do a... Want to do straight? Let's stick with the -1. Do a 16. Sure. Do a 14, so probably should have just kept it 15. $17. This is weird. Do a 12. I haven't seen Clown in the chat, so he's not there to yell at me yet. Not saying that I'm not getting yelled at later for having done it wrong. It's entirely possible that I'm doing it entirely wrong. Like I said, the wiggles will get fixed with some fanciness. There we go. So the reason we're not using the deck track currently is because we're going to use the deck track later, but this one you can count ties on, and it's just easier to work with than the deck track. The deck track is super wonky with how it works. Like, it's really difficult to play stuff with. You have to finagle it to get it to do what you want. Finagling is not exactly the most fun of activities. I'm actually going to leave this at 30, not go any steeper. Even if it messes with the grade slightly. Up to 17, that's acceptable. Yes. This is essentially Uinta, but nastier in terms of track. And yes, the idea here is to make Clown proud, so he praises me later, and then everybody subscribes and likes, etc., all the stuff. And then once enough people subscribe, then I can start stealing money from the internet. I've already mastered stealing money. English. My English is not that great. I've already practiced.
English is something you need to master.
Yep. Except I don't want to, because English sucks. I've already figured out how to steal money from the government. Now I gotta steal money from the internet. That's what I was wanting to say. Although I do not condone stealing in real life. It doesn't usually end up well. So yeah, this railroad, I laid this thing with the intent of not going above 30 degrees. That's the idea, at least. I don't think we went over 30 in any areas. But we'll find out how it lays in a minute here. And we want to make sure not to link to any of this erroneous track down here. Does make it hard to see where I'm supposed to be laying stuff, though. Hopefully there's not too many wobbles to fix with this track seesawing back and forth like that.
In addition to testing the porter going down, I also tested a climax with 16 tier 1 cars going up, and it ran up at fine, so...
Boo, climax sucks.
The logging engine going to the logging camp? What?
Exactly. We don't deal with those things here.
I mean, the route you actually care about is mostly downhill, and the climax is the stablest engine downhill, so it is going to be the logging engine, whether you want it to be or not.
So Michigan Trucker, these tracks underneath aren't actually sticking through the bridge, like I can't delete them. So there is no hitbox. The rails are laying flat on the bridge. And yes, it has been proven, much to my chagrin, that the Climax is the most stable engine downhill. And again, will most likely be used on this particular set of railroad. Chunk of railroad. However, I will not be the one running it. Except I'm probably going to get assigned Climax duty at some point just to spite me.
You wouldn't have to deal with the skill cap of not being able to set the reg to 100%, right?
Oh, it's so hard. Yeah, that's totally why.
I mean, considering Heist sets it to 100% every single time he gets in it, yeah.
Yeah, it is true. I wasn't going to mention that, but it was funny. No, I do not like the hoppy lads. I'm more of a hippity-hoppity, get off my property type guy myself. I've stopped being as precise as Clown would be. He's probably going to yell at me later.
if Clown wants the track to be to his like
Well,
field
he did
level,
he did
he
say
can do
that
it
he'd fix
himself
it.
instead of dedicating the entire session to just chopping down trees and letting everyone else lay the track.
He did say he was going to come back and fix it. But I mean, our grade is already screwed up, so I'm not going to spend too much time trying to make it less screwed up. Besides, that's what off-camera work is for, right? Relaying the whole line to specification.
Whoops.
Don't whoops. What'd you do?
I just started laying out a spline in a direction we didn't, that had already been groundworked. Because I forgot which of these routes actually leads to the shed, which is what I'm currently doing groundwork to. I suppose it makes sense to just start from back here, huh?
So chat is yelling at me that the top is a solid surface, which is why the delete cursor can't see through it to delete. Or are you not yelling at me? I am not sure. Anyways, I can't delete the track because it's inside the bridge. And that's just the way it is.
That's just where track goes now.
This corner is supposed to be 30, so I'm leaving it out like this. I think that's the end of the spline that I can place with the track. Not quite as long as the bridge, but close enough. So the trick with this now, we have control points, so it doesn't matter since it's not the finished track going back at it, but we can just hit our alt lock on, go straight back out to 30 degrees, and continue the corner. Since we have our control points. Normally, you'd want to relay this section of spline here so that it curves correct, because neither of these are curved correctly. But since it's just we're getting control points to snap the other one too, it's fine.
Yeah, remember, it only has to be good enough to run trains on.
Sure. Doesn't have to be perfect, just good enough. If this was Clown's channel, I'm sure he'd disagree, but this is a conglomerate effort between all of us. And I'm gonna have to relay this thing, because this was probably 25. So we're gonna come back a few segments. Yeah, one more. We're out to 25. I'll do one segment of 20 first. 20 and then 25. Okay. There won't be any kinks when I'm done. I can promise that much. When you get back, I'm not sure because I don't know when you're getting back, but I can promise no kinks by the time I'm done.
kinks will be introduced later to be true to the narrow gauge.
No, they won't. Pharma.
Are you saying you want this line to be not prototypical?
For now.
I mean, okay, you're the boss.
For today, I'm the boss.
No, this big ass thing of fill here is disgusting me, so I think I'm going to have some clippy stone foundation.
Well, the FRA does have pretty low standards for Class 1 track. Michigan Trucker says. I am not a railroad man, so I can't tell you that for sure, but that is a funny joke, regardless. Okay, well, I am fed up with this being a 25, so I'm going to make it a 30 instead. And this bit is fine, so we're going to copy it, alt lock on 30. Yeah, there's some bits that need working out, but I don't think I have anything that goes straight from a 25 to a 25 the other way, in terms of degrees of curvature. What now?
I am approaching ideas some might consider cursed.
Would you say you're searching out abilities that may be considered by some unnatural?
A Jedi definitely wouldn't tell me these. Yo, Mick, what do you think about this?
What is it? Where am I looking?
I am laying dirt foundations sideways, so I don't have big massive fill expanding down the mountain.
You're laying dirt foundations sideways. Huh. I'll have to come look at this. Where are you at?
I'm at the big switches leading to the iron mine yard.
Okay, well, I'll come look at it in a minute. I gotta lay these corners first. And yes, I've stopped calling them curves, just corners. Attempting to read chat. Yeah, I have no idea what you guys are on about. I'm gonna keep this at 8 because I think this corner. This is a curve, alright. You know what? Let's take it at a 5. It might be a 5. I'm trying to remember because I'm the one who originally laid this, but this was a little while ago. Actually, let's try 7. It wasn't that much different from 8, so it's probably a 7. Knowing me, I probably did 7 since it's my favorite number. No, it has nothing to do with Heist having 7s in his name. It's been my favorite number for years.
Just like your favorite color has been orange, and your
Actually,
favorite bird has been the hyacinth macaw.
my favorite color is actually purple, or there's a really nice royal blue. So like Thomas Norton's profile picture color purple is one of my favorite colors. Then if you get like a really nice royal blue, that is another that I enjoy. Another color that I enjoy. I honestly don't know if it shows up as purple for everybody else, but I like it. 3060 Ti came in a day early, probably going to play tomorrow. Good choice, good choice. Congrats on the 3060 Ti. I know those can be hard to get for some people. Myself, I have a 2060, no Ti or anything. Cost me.
I have a 2070.
Cost me like $360 after tax and shipping. I'd love to get myself an upgraded graphics card at MSRP, but we all know that's not going to
I
happen.
think mine was 400 and something Australian dollars on a sale, like back when the 20 series was actually the current card.
Uh-huh.
And I only got it because the old 680 died, so...
Well, 2070 is much better than 680. That's for sure. Excuse me. Hello, yes, I am live. Just FYI. I am live. Don't say anything you will regret later. That is the wife. She has arrived home. And since I am streaming from a front room, that means I am streaming.
Okay.
Don't say anything you'll regret. We'll be on the internet forever.
That means you say that Pharma is better than Mickley right now, Mrs. Mickley's wife.
Pharma is not better than Mickley. You know, I don't think there exists a 3080 that's going to cost you $300. Like, that's just unheard of. And a 7, it's probably going to kick out to almost nothing over here. Let's try a 3. The stream says hi. She says hi back in case the audio stuff didn't catch that. Prices are falling. 3050 was only 1 3/4 times MSRP for like 418. Honestly, for 3050, 418 is actually not that bad of a price. Assuming I've gotten my details correct for performance. Running on the dying GTX 1080. Oof. Newegg Shuffle. Heard interesting things about them, for sure. Many disgruntled customers. This corner is also a 30 degree. So more you into isms. Came into it a tad
Oh, you could not
early.
possibly be doing something worse than what I'm doing right now.
Are you doing more cursed things?
Yes.
Why did I even ask? Okay. Well, sorry, I should have warned you about that, Spline. I want to see if coming back from this straight bit, I can adjust the thing. So this next one's... What is this?
Ace. You don't like it?
Text me what it is because I'm streaming. I don't know what that tastes like. Word of warning to people. When someone gives you something and says, taste this, do not trust them. Let's see if this takes the corner better. We're just going to link up to the links we have here. It should stay as a 9 tie segment. What I'm looking for is it to come more left after this bit here. It's not looking like it wants to cooperate. So maybe I laid this at more than 30 degrees. She says it's called cookie butter. I don't know what that means. But it was not very tasty. Oh, you know what? Okay, I know why it's not doing the thing now. It's because since I'm linking to the same thing, it's not gonna be the same. Oh, what's that called? Okay, let's try this again. We're gonna take that link, I think it did. We're gonna take 5%, and then we're gonna take another something percent. $25. Okay. Base, please. Now we're gonna take the 30 and make the segments still 9 tie, but we want it to be slightly shorter, just so we take more corner with us. And that little bit of extra shorter should give us essentially like a 31 degree corner. But it should still look fine. Because I might have actually... Let me try it at 33, because I might have made it 33. Okay. So it's this one, and then a 25. Sorry, my nose itches. It's looking like it was a 33-ish degree corner. Okay. I did misplace a couple of these splines, so we're just gonna come out further one more from the 25. So that one's 25, take another 25, and then come into the 33, and that should give us what we're looking for. And like I said, all this track is going to it's going to have the bridge decking over it, so we'll be fine. We can have the weirdness, it'll be fine. Okay, now we're coming out of it, so let's take it back down to something reasonable. 12 degrees sounds nice. You can take that back out again. 7, and 7 should get us around this bit. Just dandy. Come out to a 5. Or straight out to 0. Let's keep it at 3. Maybe we should have kept it at 5. Start getting into the corner. Get at 15 for now, see where that gets us. Get into 20. 25. I guess 30 then. Out to 25. Oops. It's fine. 20. Seven. 7 looks like it's going to be okay for a little bit, or not. Take it down to 4. Alright, Thomas, have a good night. Hope you find a good movie. $2,000 for a computer system, not that bad, being honest. So I can't delete this. Feels like I should be able to. I'm gonna come out one more section of not as curved. So like at 15, and then we'll pop into the 25. We can do 18. Okay. That's not going to work. So if I go with 24s, 23, go to 25, Can you hear me concentrating? What I'm hoping you can't hear is the sink in the background.
Oh, is that what that is?
Really? I don't think you could actually hear anything.
I mean, you're not the only one concentrating right now, my guy.
Yeah, I can hear the concentration from you. It's like a wall just washing over me. I suppose a wave? I don't know. I'm just trying to get these herbs good enough that it's gonna lay nice after. I prefer not to get yelled out by the clown man.
It's gonna happen. Just accept it.
Yeah, but still, I'd rather not.
It's unavoidable.
It's not perfect. It's good, but it's not perfect.
I mean, hey, so long as it isn't what I just did, you'll be fine.
I'll find out what you just did in a few minutes. Might be able to see it from here if I looked over.
It won't be immediately obvious.
I can't immediately see it. There's a bit that I can't tell if it's a tree or something else, though. And if Clown does watch this in the future, the whole yelling bit is entirely from a point of love. All right, we're cool. I'm just messing.
Sorry, too little, too late. We're going to have a Steam discussion about this now.
Whole Steam discussion.
Yeah, you're
another
just
one.
That means you have extra responsibilities.
Boo! Who needs responsibilities?
Oh my god, I can't believe that one of the moderators of the Discord for this game is behaving like this.
Oh no, it's the internet. I might get offended.
Can you believe the things you were saying about Australians? Oh my gosh, I'm so offended.
Not like it was the Australians putting words in his mouth. Not bad at all. I do have something going for me, though. And that's that I personally choose not to swear. So I'll be the family friendly of the group. Hi guys, it's Mickley, your family friendly railroad streamer.
Well, see, now you've shared that in public, and now I'm making it my mission to make you swear.
Well, the only time I've sworn at someone intentionally. Actually, I probably shouldn't tell you that. Never mind.
You're just gonna give me ammo.
Yeah, I've decided not to.
Oh yeah, there's a switch here. That's right, you need to be dirt.
Instead of
Stone.
oh. I thought you were gonna say something weird like bridge. Because switches don't belong on bridges, if we're gonna be prototypical.
Now here's a conundrum. Here is indeed a conundrum. of this has to be stone because I've put my bridge too close. Unless I redo this to be that. Yeah, let's do that. How far away can I get away with having dirt here without it being just a massive ass of fill?
I don't know, but I'm gonna see it in a minute. So I'm just about done with this spline. Then I gotta run all the way back up and correct the problem bits, shift my points, and then I get to delete all the bridge and the extra track work that's underneath it, and then run all the way back over it with the bridge deck, and then run all the way back over that. This spline right here, this last section bit will get deleted. But I don't want to delete it now. So I'm just gonna lay some cursed thing. We're gonna actually do from down here to this.
Actually, this might be fine.
You know what? Sure, go like that. So, fun fact, you don't lay it too steep. You can use this as a ladder. It only works up to a certain steepness. I guess that's still too steep. Oh well. You'll see what chaos Pharma has caused. Really, this should be a ditch crosser bridge thing and not stone groundwork. So you were saying you were laying vertical something? Oops.
Yeah.
Camera.
So right at the area I'm jumping at?
I can't see you yet. Now I can distinguish you behind the trees. From the trees behind you. Oh,
you should
so
be able to see what I've done from here.
Yeah, so you just laid it across, so it wouldn't stick out. Okay. Fancy.
Yeah. How awful is this on a scale of 1 to 10?
I will refrain from voting until after we see if Heist notices.
Because yeah, I am the part of the anti-massive fill coalition.
Well, I do hate this bit right here.
Right where?
You missed this spot.
That entire thing from the back of this switch is going to be stone foundation all the way to that bridge, Mickley.
Oh, okay. Well, you missed a spot.
Yeah, I never protest to be starting on that area. What are all the PG words I can call you that make you feel dumb?
What was that thing I referenced someone else as earlier?
You blind cabbage.
It wasn't blind cabbage. Something nincompoop. I forget what the first word was. I'm gonna go look it up. I'm curious now. Pissant nincompoop. That's what it was. Now, if I remember, pissant means like useless. Insignificant or contemptible person or thing. Right. And then nincompoop is like a stupid person. So you could call me a worthless, stupid person if you use that particular phrasing.
No, you have worth. Just, it's questionable.
I have worth, but it's questionable. Is that what you said?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay. So what I'm looking for now, chat, is just we're gonna follow the rail, check for wobbles enough that I want to fix it. We've already passed a couple that I don't feel like fixing. So we're gonna have Clown fix that at some point, probably, because it'll bother him. Me, I can live with it. There's Cotton-Headed Nitty Muffin that you could use, Pharma. Apparently that's from Elf, the movie.
I was about to say elf the language.
I can't imagine. I can't immediately recall when that was used. Cotton-Headed Ninny Muffin. I mean, if that's something that would be in that movie, I can acknowledge that. That's not the nicest, but it won't derail anything. It's fine. Bad, not bad. That's just tangents. The actual curve is on the outside. I'm actually curious, chat. What other creative insults can you come up with that can be used in a PG sense? I mean, there's pretty much all of Shakespeare, like Shakespearean insults.
Yes, let's go back to the days of the schoolyard when you'd bite your thumbs at your classmates. And it signified the week that everyone read Romeo and Juliet.
Yep. It's because school-age people are weird. See, now there's a little bit of a wobble. That's one I'd get yelled at if I didn't fix. Also may have just made it worse. Let's see if we can delete the tangents out of this. It's still kind of there, but it's better. So you can see it's right on this control point here. This one right here. So I'm looking right there. You can see that's where the little bit of wobble is. So if I take it out 1 more degree, we'll start from back here, connect, alt lock. So it's 8, we take it out to 7, connect it, alt lock off, connect this. You want to come and over here, demolish the rails. either side, as well as this tangent. Almost looks like there's two tangents in there. Now if we look at that point, bubble's gone. Nice curve now. So you get some fancy stuff there.
Okay, I finished touching up the area I said I would touch up.
So funny fact about chat.
not having.
I had to tell YouTube it was okay to show a couple of these. Those being Uncultured Swine and You Son of a Motherless Goat, which I find hilarious that YouTube says those need to be held for review.
Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries.
Knucklebone as opposed to Knucklehead. Weasel. Apparently, mother was a hamster and father smelt of elderberries is more of a personal dig than an insult, which I can accept. That looks fine. This is kind of sharp into this curve here. Alright, because both of these are bad. That's why. So what you do with that is you take control point, control point, control point, control point. So you have 3 sections. Put that in. Delete the first and last. So first and last. I deleted the wrong one. Okay, we'll try that again. Control point, control point, control point, control point. And then this one's technically a tangent, but it looks fine. We're just looking for the curve to be reasonable. Which it does look reasonable. I'm not sure. Oh, there's my other tangent. I guess this bit's just straight enough to not show the tangent. That's better. And this one's also duplicated. So I don't know if I did the right spline on those, but there should only be one track now. And so I'll have to edit that. Like, coming back over that'll fix it, but it's nice and consistent now. Hello, Yukon XL572. Just relaying this line to get it nice. Nice and perfect for... The idea, at least, is that we are going to be streaming again, same time Friday night. For this particular map, all in a group together. That's the current plan. The idea is that it become a weekly thing, and we'll see how that goes in terms of scheduling. Because we all have other things that are going on in our lives.
Who's we?
Me, you, and the rest of the group that have been streaming on Fridays.
I have other things on?
I should hope so. You don't live in this game, do you?
I'm retired.
Well, yeah, but you have, like, a family, and they need you sometimes.
Yeah, but we don't really, like, set times to do things, because that involves things that cost money.
Well, you might have some sort of unexpected emergency then. I don't know.
I'm not wishing emergencies on me, Mickley. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you do that.
You know what? Life likes to throw unexpected things at us, alright? You are not exempt. That's what I was getting at least. Just throwing out the whole disclaimer that it won't be every Friday, possibly. The goal is for it to be every Friday, at least until the Spline update comes out. Maybe past that, I don't know. But we're just trying to have fun together, and you know, sometimes life gets in the way and not everybody's available. I know I have a couple Fridays in May where I have trips planned already for work. See, now with that bridge gun, I can get at this rail that was underneath it. Well, inside it, technically. As long as I don't delete more than one segment of the top rail next to each other, it'll be fine. Because the whole idea with this top bit of rail is that that's where the control points are. That's what we're hooking in the final rail into. So that's the one that's not allowed to get messed up. This one at the bottom is just old guide track for route planning. Not wanting to delete groundwork, I want to delete bridges. And more rails. Let me delete it. Man, I gotta get me a new chair. This one is old. Oh. Yep. Falling down the mountain.
Alright, this time I think I have got everything. Alright, time to go fix that other bridge. When it's not even connected to the ground, that won't even see for the next 5 weeks.
What? The oil line?
No, I don't care about the oil line.
Where is this bridge we're not going to see for the next 5 weeks?
Between Spawn and the Iron Mine.
Oh. We'll see it every time we want to get new rolling stock. Won't we?
I mean, I guess. I just meant on stream see it.
Depends if we go
What,
pick
you
up
think
stuff
Heist is
on
going to go
stream.
out there to get the rolling stock?
I don't know, I might. For content, at least to go see the bridge you're fixing.
No one watches your stream.
Dude, we got 20 people on. Don't diss them.
Mickley's audience, I'm dissing you. This is a diss. This is a public diss.
Alright, guys, we gotta cancel Pharma now. And if any of you try and get up in arms, this is all a joke. We are friends. We're allowed to mess with each other, alright? So don't get too up in arms about it. It is just a joke. I have to say that because I have made jokes before that people took seriously. Not specifically on this channel, but like... some people just don't understand what a joke is, you know?
The people uninvolved should be uninvolved until they are requested for the involvement if a joke is found to be offensive. That's my take.
Sure. I don't really know what you mean, but I'd rather not delve into that particular subject.
If you see two people talking and you think one of them is being offensive to the other one, unless either of the parties say, yo, that's offensive, you shouldn't butt in because you don't know what their social contract is.
Okay. See, that makes more sense to my small brain.
I can feel you deleting Spline as I'm trying to walk across the world.
Yeah, I don't know why that is. Like, in my head, the client should not have any sort of lag when its spline is deleted. Oh, there goes a bit of spline I didn't mean to delete, but since A, I can make the jump, and B, it's only one bit of it, it's fine. like that, I still have the control points on either side, so it's not going to actually harm it. What is going to harm it is if I can't get up this stupid mountain. So we're just going to lay some groundwork in myself, jump on top of it like that. Again, this is a platformer. There we go. I'll delete that groundwork later because I might need it.
So, do you think we should use this time to he who's sneaky a caboose across to the refinery for HumanityKills to look at as he finishes his line?
He who sneaky caboosey is acceptable behavior. That was it.
What am I looking at here? What is this? Who laid this? Tristan?
What is it?
Tristan, I'm coming for you.
What is it, Pharma?
It's this double bridge.
Double bridge?
Yeah, above the T in Freight Depot.
There's a double bridge there? That looks like regular groundwork.
No, come over here.
Where? Oh. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. There's one curved bit and one straight bit. What? Yeah, I'm just using Railroads Online Extended, which everyone should use for the game, and this is not an ad. Not at all. Anyway.
Yeah, hashtag not sponsored. But also G Fuel, Raid Shadow Legends, Norton Antivirus, and NordVPN.
Oh yeah, definitely not antivirus. Or not a regular virus, sorry.
It's not a virus, it's a Trojan. But then that's what injecting code means.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm concentrating trying to figure out deleting splines while not deleting the thing I'm standing on. Are you guys publicly saying that you want us to use Railroads Online Extended? Yes. However, I am not a dev of the game, and I'm not saying that I want you to use it. I'm saying that I use it because I find it to be a good tool. So that's me as a person telling you that I think you should use it, not me as a moderator of the chat that you should use it. Just because I'm a moderator of the Railroads Online Discord does not mean that my opinions or views reflect those of the team and the game as a brand. So have fun with that legal nonsense. All it means is you can't sue me for having opinions different than opinions that may be different than those of the game and or brand. Besides, I am not paid. Therefore, I cannot be required to say I have a specific opinion.
Well, you're not being paid. Peyton already got my banking information off me so he could pay me.
Oh, I thought that was so he could be paid by you. I thought he was stealing it from you, and I thought you were dumb for giving it to him.
My income history says otherwise.
Huh. Funny. That is true. Some people take things personally even when it's not directed at them. Doesn't the client calculate its own collisions for physics, same as host, therefore you are chaining the math?
No.
No. Host calculates all the physics. Trojan is a different sponsor. That is correct. Actually, I do have one more segment of track in here somewhere. There it is. Now I can swap over to just bridge. Cheating in the game specifically, there are some cheats, like you can cheat in money and XP using extended. You can also enable fly and speed hacks, technically, which would be defined as hacks. I like to use them for surveying. And they do make a huge, difference in surveying. So, like, if I want to go scout out a route, I will 100% save time and go fly over it and look for routes because I don't have the kind of time to do it by foot. Some people have the time and prefer to do it by foot. I do not. So it's just easier for me to go use what some people consider a cheat because I don't have the time to do that sort of thing. Exactly, they're not hacks, they're surveying tools.
It's not cheating if there's no competitive.
So, like, now I have to run all the way back to get to the top? No, I'm going to fly back. Because I don't want to go that far. And see, it took me 30 seconds what would have otherwise taken me 5 to 10 minutes. The 0.25% from the depot to everything else on this map did not work out. That has since been abandoned, and I am not going to do it. However, what I am going to do is try and figure out a way to fix this here, and it's probably going to be putting in a bit of groundwork. At 6.5%. Take it at 6 and take the groundwork down at 7. Get a little bit lower. Just link there. Six and a half. And that's just so I can get away from the switch, so I have the thing. What was that, Pharma? Sorry?
I said, let's go make this a good enough bridge.
A not so bad bridge?
Yeah, it won't be that bad.
Okay, Heis. With the not that bad corner.
Furthermore, I'm going to do this entirely freehand to trigger clown.
I'm slightly frustrated.
Why? What's wrong?
I changed the views, the UI went away, and I want the UI. That was the whole point of going away from the Switch. I forgot it did that. It's my fault. Just gotta manually check and see if it made the legs. Dang it. At least it's barely starting out. I'm allowed to make mistakes. If it was further in, mistakes would not be as pretty. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. I'm going to go out to the second one. Link it. I'll lock off. Link. Skip. Link. Skip. Link. Skip. Link. Skip. Link. Skip. Link. And so on. Clown would use Stoneworks, but we're using Steel Bridge. And I'm not even 100% sure that Clown would use Stoneworks. I don't remember exactly. It's been more than 20 minutes since I last saw the tutorials. I don't know what they say.
You use stone for what?
The underside instead of bridge.
What you mean? By the way, Spline going down.
Okay. Just gonna check something real quick, because it strikes me as odd. It is confusing. Intriguing.
Yeah, that's only awful.
If you know, you know.
You know, it's the Heights and Tristan half the map. They worked on this. So, aesthetically, it needs to be awful to match the rest of what they've done.
So, Chris, we already have this track here, which is the template for the functional track. All we're doing right now is laying decoration. That's all this is. We're going to come back over with this track and put in the finished track using the same control points. This bridge, all it has to do is stay out of the way. It's only decoration. It doesn't actually serve anything functional. It doesn't serve a functional purpose. It just looks good. That's all it's meant to do. So we're not changing the track at all. We just want this bridge to lay out of the way of the track that we're going to lay and be running over. Where did my link go? Link, and should be a link in here somewhere. There it is. Exactly, I am not allowed to make mistakes and it's unfair. I get yelled at by Pharma when I make mistakes. He's such
I'll yell at you regardless.
Such a mean person to yell at me for my mistakes and in general. I might cry. He's so mean.
Mission accomplished. We got him, lads.
So I think I have roughly 330 odd hours in the game. Clown has like 4 times that, so if he wants to yell at me, he's allowed because he has more experience, but he also doesn't expect me to lay it perfect, which is why he might be coming back and fixing it, depending on how good it is. Pharma, however, how many hours do you have in game, Pharma?
358.8.
Which is not that much more than me, therefore he's not allowed to yell at me for mistakes that I might be making.
I think the difference is in how we've spent those hundreds of hours.
True.
Because if you spent hundreds of hours running trains, I spent hundreds of hours intentionally breaking the game in every way imaginable.
Exactly. So see this missing bit here? We're just going to link to that one over there. And then sprint and jump over it because we are parkour masters here.
I didn't see anything. I was looking at a wobble.
That's okay. It's going to be a few seconds before it shows up on stream. It's on stream now if you want to look at it.
I'm not in your stream today. I thought you'd rather have an accurate viewer count.
Uh-huh. Fair enough. So with 18 people watching, one person is like, I don't know, 5%-ish. I know it's not exactly 5%. I'm estimating because math is hard.
In statistical models, that's pretty significant.
5% or the amount I was off by?
5%.
Statistical model's true. But with the 18 people watching now versus the probably 100 or so that will watch it eventually, because that's roughly how my views have been going, then it will be fine. Heist isn't here.
Man's bragging about 100 views.
Yes. It's more than you have. And no, I wasn't bragging about it. I was talking statistically in number of people.
Let's see. Is 100 views more views than my last video got? Let's see.
I don't even know. Have you been posting?
No.
Because I'm pretty sure I said I'd plug your channel if you actually posted something.
Anger has 159 views. Rollercoaster
Nice.
Extended Cut is 252.
Nice, nice.
And the other two videos are just literally meaningless junk. Like, one's driving a Heisler at speed, so Clown can see that the Heisler is not, in fact, slower than the C70.
Why you gotta do my boy Heisler like that? It's a logging engine. I thought you liked logging engines.
I like powerful engines.
Bruh. Shots fired. Oh, and there is the end of the spline. And give it the old up and down. Get it nice and good. Delete this last one. I'm gonna come back to
interests align one of two ways: hauling ass or moving mass.
Where's the other link? This link should be right about here. Perfect.
Oh, these lads need some end of rail devices. Yeah, it'll function as end of track. Alright, let's see. Does anything look wrong or out of place noticeably? Aside from block. Block is eternal.
I can't actually see block.
I hope all the other clients get to see block.
We'll find out.
Kind of want to bring Betsy down here just to see if block actually still functions as track.
Probably does. I mean, technically, actually, no. You have a bunch of tangents in this rail. Probably wouldn't work.
Everything looks in order. Oh right, the groundwork around the sheds. I was going to do that. Let's get him on a nice slab of stone.
Hmm. Well, that's fun. I should have been paying more attention to my grade. Now I get to redo all that. See, kids, this is why you pay more attention.
Measure twice, cut once.
Yep.
What? Did he just say cuts? Were cuts just confirmed? What?
Huh? Cuts? What? Huh?
Alright, let's try and get this aesthetically pleasing.
Okay, so we're gonna have 3 splines of bridge because this one's actually fine. It's not my favorite, but it's fine. My railroads and line times is swiftly catching up to my Train Simulator 2022 time. Good. Very good. Not quite all of it, but this bit here.
Right, time for pictures. No, wait, I still have these floating switch stands.
I ended up actually doing 4 splines. So what I'm trying to figure out now, chat, is the end of this has a bit of grade that's different. It's just how it laid. So I'm trying to figure out where exactly that is and how to fix it. Because most of this bridge has been laid at 6.25%. But it was coming off of it at the end, which means it flattens out some at some point. So I want to figure out where exactly that is so I can start a new spline. Since the bridges don't have variable grade. So I'm just looking at spacing on the ties. So like right in there, you can see it's about, I don't know, 1/3 of the way up. But now it's like back to halfway. Yes, after this comes the decking. The way the splines lay is weird. Like, weirdly inconsistent.
That's part of the charm.
So now we're gonna fly back again. And this time we want to just make sure that this is all good, and we want to delete this extra segment of bridge right down in here. I think it was on this curve, or maybe it was on the next one. But yes, decking is the next step, assuming this is all done correctly. So we're looking for our duplicate section of bridge, which I believe is right there. Perfect. Get that out of the way. Now we have 3 segments of bridge spline, and I think 2 of track. That's a tangent. So fun fact, you can jump while flying. It does nothing, but you can jump while flying. Now comes the hard part of not getting the switch UI. Link, turn off the alt lock, linking to every single segment. not doing that I just did right there, because now we have to come back, delete all of it, and try again. We don't have to delete all of it, but it is more friendly towards the game if we delete all of it. Because then we don't have the extra bits of spline in the game. We have to switch UI, so... Coming off of it, take off the alt lock. Just keep going. Always making sure to hit every single link, because it would be a sad time if we didn't. And then we get to delete all the rail out from underneath it once the spline is at its max length. Do some finagling to get it to place right at the end. At the end of that spline and the beginning of the new spline. Make sure the tangents get deleted. You noticed in the bottom right just then we had a nice autosave. It is kind of a gigantic pain in the butt, but we do end up with really nice track. So it's a trade-off. Lots of time for a really nice track. Now you can do it.
It's also not pretty typical because now it's a really nice track.
Exactly. So you can freehand some pretty good track too. You also don't have to go through all these steps. On my personal save, the way I laid bridges was I laid the bridge nice, and then I lay the decking rail over that by freehand, not even alt locked. We're specifically using Clown's method because he is on this save, and I want practice with it because I think it's cool how much time he's put into the game to figure out these ways of laying track perfectly. Plus,
For the record, I am more of a conscious disrespect by choosing not to do it.
Yes. Pharma will be pharma, regardless of whatever we do.
I could practice with it, get it done in like half the time it would take me to otherwise do it, but also Spline update is coming out in a couple of months, and so why would I practice with something that's going to get replaced?
Yep. Sorry, chat. Just give me 1 second. I have received a very important message.
Oh, is it important?
Yes, it's from Amazon.
Oh.
My new CPU cooler is almost arriving.
I mean, nice, but also I was hoping something else.
What were you hoping I had shipped to me?
I'm not shipped to you, message.
Did you send me a message I haven't seen?
No, I was thinking the boss man.
Oh, no. Yeah, in regards to the boss man, codename boss man, that's not public.
Codename Big Boss.
Yes, codename Big Boss, Boss Man, the boss.
I mean, my thing wasn't public either, yet you brought it up in almost every stream now.
What thing? I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. Let's keep it that way.
All right, so see, here's the end of the spline. I can't place it anymore. I'm trying. You can see it snapping and then snapping off. So now we come back and start demolishing the rails, not including the one that has the issue.
Speaking of that, I'm pretty sure that's actually tied to segment count, not the actual length.
I would agree with that assessment.
Which would mean placing longer segments would necessitate fewer splines to get through a particular area.
In theory.
Dab, dab, dab. Now let's come over here and have a look-see at this.
It's not placed yet, so you won't be able to see it. I'm going through and deleting the track underneath.
Yep, I can feel it.
Sorry. I forget that it does that. So for reference, boys and gentlemen, or girls and boys in the chat. Is it boys and girls? I don't know. Anyway, people of the chat.
Ladies and gentlemen!
Yes, that one. Ladies and gentlemen of the chat, when the host is deleting stuff like this super fast, all the clients stutter. Like, every time a thing is deleted, they get like a half second of lag. And it's weird. But also hilarious, because by doing this, I'm essentially causing Pharma pain and he can't move for as long as I'm deleting.
I can move.
Slowly.
I just slide my way across the terrain, as usual, because I'm Australian.
True. Ping bad.
Internet good, though.
Yes, the internet is good, despite what some people might say. Alright, Spline coming in 3, 2, 1. Man, even I felt that one. Goodness.
Well, I didn't get kicked off,
No, you did not.
so that's something.
Have you heard back from our possible guests at all if they're still going to be maybe showing up? Or are
They're not.
they're still in the ether of Steam denial?
It's not Steam denial, it's something else now.
Oh,
Man,
they
this
changed their
grammar
story?
here was garbage.
Which one?
I've already deleted it.
Oh.
I'm just up here at the logging camp going over all my stuff.
Oh, okay. I'm running down the line. It is an air cooler. I don't have anything liquid in this build. If I'm gonna do a liquid cooler, it's not gonna be AIO. I'll do a full loop. I don't much care for the AIOs. Too much hassle when an air cooler works just fine.
I mean, it's still not great, but at least now there's not just a big massive disconnect between the groundwork and the bridge.
First thing we want to do is throw in a big piece of rail right here. It's just as a, hey, this is where to stop. I'm going to take our decking one segment back from that because this will create a tangent on the first one. If I can find it. So there's that one. Come on, I know you're in here. Like I said, decking is annoying to deal with.
No, just looking at a bit of track that might go too close to your cliff. Should be fine.
It's fine, trust me. I've run locomotives way closer to the cliff than what we have here.
I was thinking because the rock was almost touching the track. Like the
It's
actual track,
fine.
not the tires.
It's fine. Not question.
I mean, yeah, we won't be doing any of the fat locomotives like the cookie up here anyway, so it should be fine.
Today I found out if you don't click off the track you're currently building, you can delete what's under it without accidentally deleting what you just made. This is true. I learned this from Clown. I knew it was possible to have more than one tool selected at once because I've done it by accident before, but I didn't realize what it could be used for until I watched Khan's tutorials, which you all should go watch. I'm pretty sure I have his channel featured on my channel main page, so... What? What are you humming at?
I mean, it's not confirmed yet, so I don't know if it's going to place like this, but it looks bad.
Well, don't delete anything.
I'm not deleting anything. I'm not touching anything.
Good, good. No touchy. Come on, where's there it is. Give me link. By the way, this actually does place looking like that if I were to place it. It's wonky, but it does place like this. Come on, where's my link at? There it is. Do 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 do. Ah, yes, my package has arrived. Excellent. Hello there. I am trying to place this in, Pharma. You need to move. Because I cannot find my link. 1 second. Go. Link. 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 Is that the right one? I guess it is. Link.
Anyway, I'm going to go power level for tree for a bit.
No, what?
Power level off a tree for a bit.
Oh, okay. Come on, let me link to this bit of track. Oh, there we go. Link. Where's my link at? So, like, if you think this is hard with doing it to the regular rail, trying to do this to decked rail is infinitely harder. Yeah. He does say that. Usually I remember to shake the mouse, but thank you for reminding me. Again, it's been more than 20 minutes since I last saw the tutorials. I don't know anything. I'm also trying not to shake too much because, like, motion sickness is a thing.
Just past 420 XP. Weed.
In my honest opinion, you should get XP for laying track as well.
In my honest opinion, you shouldn't get XP for chopping trees down. I think it's just a relic from when chopping trees down used to cost money.
Go. Apparently the link is more prone to appear from the backside for this section of track, and it immediately doesn't. What the heck?
Yeah, it depends on which direction the track was placed.
This track was all placed the same direction, Pharma.
Then I can only blame user error.
Bruh.
As all other factors are not relevant.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
So do I need to threaten you with a block again?
You block me? Why?
No, the block.
Oh, the block. I don't know.
That's what we're calling it from now on. The block. We have lanes 1, 2, the block, and 4.
I don't think it's going to stay there. I think it's just a glitch that you're getting. You might be the only person to ever witness it.
Level 2.
I would check my level, but I don't think it works. We're going to test it. I am level 1, somewhere between halfway through.
I'm legitimately grinding so I can buy a caboose.
Is it Caboose like level 4?
3.
That was close. You wouldn't know it off the top of your head, though. All the crimes you've committed against Caboose. Yet they seem to be inexplicably linked to your name despite your efforts to destroy them. You have become the very thing you swore to destroy.
You're complicit now in my caboosening.
What?
The cabossalis.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means I've seen what you've done.
Oh. Because Heist finally got to the refinery?
Well,
only
no,
took
I
him
didn't.
10 years?
Actually, I saw the caboose up there when you were talking about it, when you were also mentioning the one at the oil field.
I didn't
That
put
I
one.
still hasn't found.
I didn't put one in the oil field. Just near it.
Yeah, it's just outside. It's just hidden until we can get to it.
Come on. Place. There we go.
Yeah, because I've gotten the gang complicit in placing things on top of things, but they have yet to master the placing things inside of things.
It's because it takes too much time. Like, if I wasn't spending all of my time laying track for heists, then maybe I'd have time to put a caboose inside something. I'm curious though, how are the people enjoying the stream? We're having fun? There's a whole 24 of you now, according to my handy dandy having the stream open on my other screen.
Yes, Mickley, we're having lots of fun.
Weirdo.
Ha ha! Level 3 exact.
Nice.
Now, to name. Let's see. Ooh, I know. This is going to require rewatching the footage.
Rewatching footage?
Yes, I need to find what we numbered war.
Oh. Yeah, I have no idea what those were named. Are we bringing back the 4 of them, though?
Just from when we lost.
Oh.
I think it'll be funnier. We lost it twice.
True. Okay, so somebody's working on their layout while they listen. Late night chillin'. Doing just fine. We got someone here. We are all here to relish in the sound of my voice. Okay. I'm not sure how to respond to that. Is that a compliment? Or are you just being creepy? I cannot tell. Watching you place giant splines gives me anxiety. Don't misclick. Steady as she goes. Steady, steady. Indeed. I have misclicked many a time. I talked about this in the poo poo track save that Tristan and I were working on. But yeah, I was doing this method. Oop. Okay. I wasn't supposed to delete that one. Oh well. So that's an extra spline. What was I talking about? Right, steady, steady.
Poo-poo.
So I messed up like this a couple times and messed up without, like, I didn't delete the track I was supposed to delete like 4 times. So that was a fun time. Now with this one, I just come in and delete the tangents. That should be fine. I think this section was where I had some erroneous groundwork. I can always fly around after and go look. Yes, the 4 Kabis were a conquest for bleh, conquest, war, famine, and death. That is correct. There is track underneath this. Dang it, I thought I got it all.
Haha.
Got it. Is it just that one segment? I think it was just that one segment. Let's hope it was just the one segment. I don't want to have to try and get another one out. Because you can, if there's little bits of shiny metal showing, you can click on the little bits of shiny metal and get rid of it that way. It's just kind of iffy. But sometimes if you find that with the train will just hop off the tracks. So yeah, good way to prank your friends. Place random bits of spline that aren't supposed to be in their track, and then their train will just hop off the tracks every now and again. Also, you didn't learn that from me. I didn't tell you that. You found it out on your own. Wasn't me.
Whoa, God, did you know if you just, like, put things on the track, then the trains might go off? Wow!
No, like inside the track, Pharma.
Hashtag relatable.
So hopefully I remember that on this round and I don't accidentally delete the wrong ones. I have to come one back to this one, connect up here. That's because we want this segment to have a curve. And it can't be the first segment because it won't curve right. Yes, I know it's curving left, but still. Come on. Give me that link. Where are you at? There we go. We all know that's going to be at least 3 Kabis hidden by the time this stream is over. Farmer, you've got a bar set for you.
I don't have enough money for that. I bought the log cars.
True. So you have enough money for like 1 caboose, 2 caboose?
I'm saving the rest of my money for other haha funnies.
Mm-hmm. Haha, 1 climax?
Well, no, because we're going to get 1 climax.
Only
It's in
1.
the contract. Minimum of 1.
There we go. That's what I thought.
Seven climax?
No. I'm hoping there's not
12?
I'm hoping there's not more than like 3. Besides, we're just gonna stock up on class 70s as soon as possible, right?
No.
You want to explain to chat how that's gonna work?
So we're not stocking up on class 70s because they're not the best engines. Because we have grades over 4% in quite a few locations that are imposed to be over 4%.
That wasn't what I was talking about, but okay. I meant specifically why we're not just buying class 70s to start off with.
Because we hate America.
Didn't we decide we were gonna go through the full quote-unquote tech tree before buying it? So
Yes.
like we have to buy the Porter Tier 2 before we can buy anything else.
Yes, but I wanted to test how many words I can make you say instead of me saying them.
Ugh. Typical pharma. A lot of people don't like the climax because they're slow, and in real life they tended to hop up and down. I have just
But
chosen...
in game, they don't hop up and down, but they're also the most stable at speed.
Yes. Most of the whole rivalry between me and Pharma, me not liking climaxes and him liking them, is strictly for the purpose of content, because I don't actually care. It's just more fun to act like I do care, especially when Pharma likes them. And thus we create
I
content.
like whatever engine is the most powerful or the most fast, and currently the Climax does both of those by some bizarre twist of fate.
You are not wrong.
So, you know, once we actually get to the Spline update, I'll actually like the Eureka because it will have a purpose, it will have a point to existing.
Yep. For those of you who are not familiar with it, Pharma has declared that he will be creating a 0.25% grade map on, obviously, normal industries, not these whacked ones.
I might be.
On the whacked ones?
Yeah.
Good luck getting to the freight depot.
I mean, that's why I'm waiting for the new Spline update to do it, instead of just going, like, and testing how hell it is with wood bridges in the current system, because I know it's going to be bad with the current system, that's why I'm not doing it with the current system.
I still don't think it's going to be much better with the new system.
Nah, man, one segment, 500 meters, being able to set the grade and the, like, track at the same time.
I suppose it is going to be less work. Still going to be awful, though.
You know, you can boost, you can sit there for a second while I slide across the map.
Slide across the map?
You were deleting things.
Oh, right. I am deleting things. The Heisler is top-heavy, but it's not as noticeable when you're pulling stuff. Like, if the Heisler's connected to something, it doesn't act as top-heavy. And I do realize that that's not entirely true. It is still somewhat weird. But it's not that bad, TM. And yes, we are leaving this tree here because it won't actually hit the train, and it's fine.
Alright, now to get to work. A more concerning phrase has never been uttered before in the history of man.
Debatable. Watch this is a pretty concerning phrase.
Yes, but we're talking specifically in the context of I'm the one saying the phrase.
I feel like I'd still be more concerned if you were to say, hey, watch this. So, chat, I prefer Heisler to Climax because 5 chime. And I think it looks nicer than the Climax. I think the Climax looks strange. Heisler also kind of looks strange, but less so than the Climax, in my opinion. Plus, I'm pretty sure it holds more wood.
Let the record show Mickley is concerned with wood.
Just means I have to
In a
fill it
game
up
where a
less
single
often.
piece of wood has a burn time of 5 minutes.
Just have to place it less often. Replace it. Besides, it won't be the case forever. Hold my beer is the more concerning, Chris says. Debatable.
But I don't
Because
drink beer.
watch this and hold my beer are essentially the same phrase. Change my mind.
Hold my beer as the alcoholics watch this.
John says he loved the roller coaster, Pharma.
Thanks, John.
I'm trying to read chat while not doing what I just did. Oops. Clown, you're not watching this, right? You're not seeing that I'm just cheating. He's not gonna know. It's fine. You can't tell. Don't you guys get concerned when Pharma's being quiet? That's when I'd be most concerned. Sometimes. Oh, Pharma, you better derail something. Kenosha just started playing.
I'm about to start re-rolling something, if that counts.
Debatable.
One down.
One caboose.
No.
Huh.
Two down.
Alright, let's go spy
Now
on
to go put
Pharma.
my thing in place.
Where are you at?
The iron mine.
Hmm. I think I know what you're doing.
Now, why'd you go do that, Caboose? That'll do.
Kill it now.
Okay.
Done the thing.
It's beautiful. I shall call this piece of War and Peace. For war can never be eradicated, only contained.
Huh.
Chase Spline.
Sometimes I worry for you, Pharma.
Oh, what's wrong?
No, sometimes I worry for you.
Sometimes I worry for you.
No, that's okay. Almost done, too. After this segment of Spline, we should be good. Well, I suppose there's technically 2 segments. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. You just place a spline? Because I kind of lagged.
No, I'm taking pictures.
Oh. Documentation. Right.
You know, gotta have the like afters of what work has been done.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. Alright, well, that's done. It's a little bit wobbly in places. So let's go see what horrors Pharma has done to this caboose over here. And eventually this is going to get replaced as a bridge too. It's just a placeholder for now. Because, damn, that's why.
Do you think it's good enough to start testing the track itself, seeing if the engine makes it down what we just did?
We could test the track, but I think we want to... I think we might want to leave that for Friday. Just as a... You know, we haven't tested this, but Mickley says it's good.
Yeah, make sure we time the Mickley says it's good as we're going over a wobble.
Exactly. Especially if we derail, then it'll definitely be funny to laugh at. Uh-huh. I see you've created a cage? Is that what this is?
Yeah, it's cabbage.
Cabbage. Not at all having anything to do with a certain variety of green vegetable?
None.
So is that 4468? Did its number?
That's what you numbered it in the underground.
Alright. Alright. Where are you at so we can sign off? There you are. Yeah, let's...
I'm right here. I'm redoing these end of rail devices.
Oh, you don't want to, like, majestically look over the cliff before we sign off?
No, I wanted to actually, like, redo these so I don't have to redo them later.
Fair enough. That's weird. Strange. Oh.
Yeah, let's just get a bit of height.
What is that? Why is it
It's
weird?
temporary.
Why Pharma, what did you do? Why is it weird? Pharma.
What do you mean?
Look at the stream. Why is it weird? What? This isn't real though, right? That's so weird.
What's the problem, Mick?
What do you mean, what problem?
What's your problem? Do you have a problem with this?
Are you seeing the same thing I'm seeing?
Probably.
Where there's like an invisible section all the way out to here?
Yeah.
Why is it like that, Pharma?
What about it?
Why is it like that?
So, okay, I guess I should explain what I just did. That's what happens when you just like try and quickly gain height in a cramped space. So if you get a spline out, like your stone spline, chuck it on the ground and place it like back and forth a few times, going up at 10%, that happens.
Are we leaving that to be found later and cause confusion?
No, I'm literally just had it there so I could gain height, so I could actually put like stoppers in.
And it does this weird
But you're not
thing.
listening, Mick.
No, I heard you. Because this one's real. It's just the one that was appearing above it was invisible weird. I was listening, you were trying to gain height.
Alright, so that's pretty far off. We need to do this again.
Pharma's breaking the game again. It's just a normal thing now. It's crooked. Make it
I know,
straight.
I don't care.
Ah yes, silence is golden, but duct tape is silver. True.
Right, now you can save.
We have a few questions about the caboose, but not sure we want answers. Alright, save you to slot 3. So you're gonna fix this one, right?
Fix what?
This one?
Oh yeah, because it's currently going over the track.
Yeah. That... It'd be funny to leave it as is, but it's not helpful. That's better.
That's still going to be too tight. I'm going to move it forward a little bit more.
It's not touching the ties. Should be fine. With the current rolling stock, at least.
No, the Mogul will have issues with trying drive, and it's touching the tires.
I can see that. And again, I have never driven a Mogul. Don't own one.
Clown loves the Mogul, and I'm sure he'd have a few words to say if his precious Mogul didn't work.
That is probably true. Alright, now we can save. Again, to slot
No, I'm
3.
still not happy with that.
Still unhappy with it. Fine. You be perfectionist about this one thing now. Although, if I was told correctly, you laid the whole yard here, yes?
Yes.
So everybody look at how Pharma lays track, all nice and pretty. Yay.
That's pretty.
It's prettier than Tristan's track. And it's prettier than Heiss's track. So I'd say it's acceptable.
Okay, just the lowest of standards there. Wow.
It is better
I think
than
that
a
says
lot
more
of
about you
people's
than me.
track. It is acceptable, Pharma. It's not perfect. But it's acceptable for what space you were given. You don't need to be so hard on yourself. Like, it's not bad. People like the 3-stall engine house with the the double locked doors. It's just like, huh, you
Okay,
thought
that's
there
an
was
acceptable
one door?
level of overlap.
Thought there was one door? Nope, there's 2.
Yeah, now you can save.
Alright. Save the game. And where do you want to do the sign off at? In the caboose?
Oh, actually, I want to get to logging camp before we save.
Alright.
So then our positions are at the logging camp.
Do you want to fly there or do you want to walk?
I mean, it's not that far. It's just up this hill, no?
In theory. How hard is it to get up the hill, though?
I haven't hit space yet.
It's kind of hard to get to space if you're still on the ground. Oh, right, we filled this in. Well, you filled this in.
Yeah, it serves a purpose being filled in. Then you can walk over it like that. Did I just walk over some track? No, I didn't.
People are asking in the chat, wondering how Ice will react to the double doors. What do you think he's going to say?
I mean, he's seen them because I've already posted that shed being there.
Did you?
And he looked at and reacted to it.
I don't remember that. Anyways, save up here. Back again into slot 3. Suppose we can look out over Death Valley. We should call it that. Pit of Death? No, more like Death Valley. Pharma, come join me on the cliff.
Okay, sorry, I was just looking at the other shed. I'm thinking, like, who put that there?
Pharma!
I'm coming. I'm on the other side of the yard.
Pharma! Where are you going? No, over by the steel trestle.
What?
The other side of the shed. Turn left. There you go. Nope. Other side of the shed. There you go. Now we gotta look off majestically into the distance. Just two simple railroaders.
You should be able to see the caboose from here.
Not twins or anything. It's just a little speck of red in between the trees. we can leave it on that. Just staring like there's a caboose down there. Chat's like, Mick wants his romantic moment. Yes.
This is my poopy truck.
The sun is setting. There is a caboose in a cage. And we're all done for tonight. Hope everybody enjoyed. It's been a good time. I'm gonna go eat dinner because I am hungry.
What do you know? That is west.
Yep.